This video will cover the Faculty and Staff tab on the basic version. To make any changes to faculty and staff, you want to go ahead and select Faculty and Staff. The first part here, you can add, edit, or delete your faculty and staff. To do so, go ahead and click on the first tab right here on the left-hand side. From here, you can add faculty and staff individually. You can view the faculty and staff list, or you can also print the faculty and staff list. To add a faculty and staff, you will want to click on the first option here. You can select multiple roles for the faculty and staff. If there are also a parent or guardian at the school or a volunteer, go ahead and select that role. Then you can go ahead and click on Next. You will need to enter the information for the faculty and staff. Anything marked with an asterisk is a required field, so please fill that out. If you want to add another faculty and staff, make sure you select Add Another Faculty and Staff. That way this one will save and you can go ahead and add another one. If you're only adding one, go ahead and click the Done button. If you've selected more than one role, you will need to fill out all the information for each role. So it will take you to the next role here. I've selected Parent and Guardian as well as Faculty and Staff. Anything marked with an asterisk is a required field, so go ahead and fill that out. Everything else is optional. Once you're done, go ahead and click on Done. The next step is to link any of the students. If you have chosen that the person or the faculty and staff is also a parent or guardian, you will need to link the student. If they don't have any students or you're not going to link any of the students, just go ahead and click on Done. You have now added another faculty and staff here. You can now go back to the admin menu. Click on Faculty and Staff. The next tab that I'm going to go over is the View List. This will allow you to view all of your faculty and staff that you have at the school. If you want to edit any of these faculty and staff members, all you need to do is click in Detail next to that faculty and staff. And from here, you're able to edit all of their information. Once you're done, you can go ahead and click on Done. If you wish to delete that person, go ahead and click on Delete. You can now go back to the Admin tab here and select Faculty and Staff again. The next tab is the Job Classifications. To edit job classifications, all you need to do is click in the field here for the job classification and start typing in whatever you want. If you're using an alternative language such as Spanish, you will need to translate it on the right-hand side here. You can also change the order of which you see these job classifications by clicking the arrows here on the right-hand side. If you wish to delete that job classification, you can click on the trash can on the far right here. To add a new job classification, you can click on Add New Job Classification at the top. You are only allowed to add up to 30 job classifications, and they are a 24-character maximum. Once you're done with that, go ahead and click on Back. For faculty and staff, you can also enter offsite hours for them. To do so, you can click on Enter Offsite Hours. It'll ask you if you're entering offsite hours for faculty and staff or substitutes. Go ahead and select either of these. You must then first select the name from the list, or you can start typing in the last name of the faculty and staff. You must then select the purpose of the off-site work. Go ahead and select 1. Click on Next. Then you must enter the date that the work was performed and the number of hours that were performed. Once you have selected the number of hours, go ahead and click on Done. This will add those off-site hours to that specific faculty and staff. If you're going to use early dismissal purposes for faculty and staff, you can edit those purposes by clicking on Edit Early Dismissal Purpose. You can add up to 10 early dismissal purposes for faculty and staff, and they are a 24-character maximum. To edit these, you can simply click in the field here and then type in whatever you want. If you're using an alternative language such as Spanish, please make sure that you type in the translation here. You can also switch the sort order here by using the arrows, or you can delete that early dismissal by clicking the trash can on the far right. To add a new faculty and staff early dismissal, you can go ahead and click on Add New Faculty Early Dismissal Purpose. This will allow you to add a new one. Once you're done, go ahead and click on Back. If you wish to edit the off-campus purposes for the off-site hours that you enter, you can do so by selecting the Off-Campus Purpose tab here. These are the purposes that you enter when you enter off-site hours, so you can always add more. You are allowed to add up to 30, and they are a 24-character maximum. You must put the description on the left-hand side here, so you can click on Add New Faculty Off-Campus Purpose here to add a new one. If you're using an alternative language such as Spanish, please make sure that you put the translation on the left-hand side here. You can also switch the sort order here by using the arrows. If you wish to delete that off-campus purpose, you can use the trash can on the far right. Once you're done, go ahead and click on Back. If you wish to export all of your faculty and staff, you can go ahead and select Export Faculty and Staff. Then click OK. After you click OK, you will want to select where you want the file to be exported to. You can do this to the desktop or to the school check-in file. You must name the file at the bottom here. And then click on Save. You will then be asked what you want to export. So we have different categories here. You can choose to export just the first and last name. You will want to select Move here. Or you can also move them all to the field export order here. After you've selected what you want to be exported, go ahead and click on Export. This will export it to the location you have selected. The next tab is going to be your Staff Plus option. This will allow you to put a cap on part-time hours for any of your part-time workers. If you wish to do this, go ahead and select Staff Plus. Under the first part here, you can select the cap for the part-time hours per week. You must then select the start of the work week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You can also set up reports to be run at a specific amount of time. This can be at 2 p.m. every day or whatever time you select. The reports get sent to an email address, so please make sure that you add new email address here. And then click OK. You can also set up alert notifications in case the staff go over those part-time hours. You must click on Add New Cell Phone Number. And these notifications can be for that specific part-time worker to be notified or a specific administrator at the school. After you've set that up, you can go ahead and click on Admin and go back to Faculty and Staff. The next part that I'm going to go over is your miscellaneous options on the right-hand side here. If you want to allow faculty and staff to enter their own offsite hours on the check-in page, please select the first option here. If not, go ahead and uncheck the box. You can also choose to print the teacher name on late and tardy passes here, and also print the teacher's name on early dismissal passes. If you're using a barcode scanner, please make sure that you select Use Barcode Reader for faculty and staff check-in and check-out. This will allow you to actually use the barcode reader for the checking in and checking out. You can also require a password for faculty and staff when they check in and check out. The password is the last 4 digits of the ID number. You can also display the auto login button for faculty and staff. If you have this displayed, you will be able to select the button so that you can automatically log in all of the teachers at once. The next option here is the early dismissal requirement for faculty and staff. If you want faculty and staff to select an early dismissal purpose, you need to select that here. If you select this, please make sure you edit the early dismissal purposes on the left-hand side here. If you want substitutes to select the teacher they're substituting for, please select OK for substitutes to select teacher they are substituting for. If you want faculty and staff to enter license and the state, please select this requirement right here. You can also print the school logo or mascot on the ID badges. If you're using a barcode scanner, you can have the checkout barcode on the ID badges printed. This would only be for the substitutes, as the ID badges only print for the substitutes and not other faculty and staff. If you have multiple faculty and staff that are also volunteers, or maybe they're casual visitors or frequent visitors at the school, you can check the box next to allow visitor check-in. That way it will allow the faculty and staff to check in not only as a faculty and staff, but also as a volunteer, parent or guardian, or just as a visitor in general. If you're using a touch screen, you can display the limited pick list. That is the last option at the bottom here. If you select this, this will limit the amount of names that you can see from the list when faculty and staff check in and check out. You must start typing in a name in order to see any of the other names on the list. And that concludes this video. To access additional videos, please visit us at schoolcheckin.com.